Hey everyone, this is Mario from shortrope.com, and today I want to talk about using a utility called Live Server to help make your web development workflow more efficient. So what Live Server does is it watches your project files, and when you save a file, it'll automatically reload all your browsers. So think about how often you edit a project file and then switch to your browser and refresh it to make sure the changes look correct. Now, are you also testing in multiple browsers? Do you have Firefox, Chrome, and IE all open at the same time? And then do you have to switch to each one of those individually and refresh them? So Live Server takes care of that for you. So the first thing we want to do here is see how we install it. So it requires Node.js and the Node Package Manager. And don't let that frighten you off. It's very easy if you don't have it installed already. So if we go to nodejs.org, we can download the install files for Node.js there. And this install is very simple. And it will also install the Node Package Manager, or NPM. So once that's installed, we can go to npmjs.com. And here I'm going to do a search for live-server. And here it is at the top of the list. And so on this page we can read more about it. And if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see here is the command to install. So if we go to a command prompt, you can use CMD, PowerShell, Terminal if you're on Linux or a Mac. And here I'm using git bash. So from here, we can paste that command in, and we'll hit enter. So the -G stands for global. And what that does for us is it lets us launch Live Server from anywhere in our directory tree. All right, so it looks like that was installed. Here we can see that I've already navigated to my projects directory. I have a project called Mario's Piano Service, and inside of that I have a folder called source for my source files. And if we take a look at the directory listing, you can see there's my index.html and the other directories for my project. So from here I can type in live-server and hit enter, and you can see it launches it in my browser. So now I can open up my editor, and from here I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to delete the words piano service, and I'm going to save, and it reloads my browser. And I'll undo those changes, save it, and again it puts it back, automatically reloads the browser. So now let's say that we have Firefox open also. Let me copy that URL. Let's see, I have Edge open as well. And I have Opera. Okay, so let's go back into our editor. See if I can put this somewhere where we can see them all somewhat. And let me make that change again. I'll delete those two words. I'll save it. And it reloads all my browsers. We'll undo, save one more time, and again it reloads all the browsers. So some of you may be asking, well, if you're using brackets, why would I go through all that to launch Live Server? Because brackets has Live Preview built into it. So Live Preview is nice for a couple of reasons. One, we have this button in the toolbar where we can launch it. It's very convenient, very easy. The other thing that's real nice is that we can, as we make our edits, we get instant feedback. And that's pretty cool. But the problems are, one, it only works in Chrome. And the next thing is, if we open DevTools, you can see here we broke the connection with Live Preview, and I get a message in brackets that says Live Preview was canceled. Now I'm in DevTools all the time, so that's kind of a deal breaker for me. And actually, and the last thing that I don't like about it is it kind of gets you in the habit of not saving, because you don't have to save the file to see the changes. Now if we go back to this instance of Chrome, which Live Server is running in, let's see, let me open up DevTools, and then I can come in here and make my edit. We'll just delete the word piano, and we'll put it back and save it, and it still works. So if we look at our command prompt here, you can see that every time it does a reload, it tells us. So let's say I actually make a change in my style sheet. Let's just say I change my font size to 2M. And you can see here that it detected a change in my style.css. And here it increased everything, the font size on everything in the page. So let me undo that real quick. And then to stop Live Server, we can come in here and just do a Control-C, and we get our prompt back. Okay, so I hope you find that useful, and thanks for watching.